Everyone, well, my name is Lance090 and welcome back to Let's Play Subnautica, where we're in the final areas here. Up on this ion. I'll read as we go for now on, I think, because that's interesting things. Fabricator. This device appears to be the origin of raw minerals that form the base of the ion cubes which power smaller alien systems. Likely drawing power itself from the main terminal of the thermal plant, this device may represent almost limitless. Fuck with me. Ancient Earth Blade. Hard. Like the towel. Object. Windows tablet, am I right? Understood. Object. Unusual box. Better articulated. Technology. Oh, made more. Ooh. Access to an unlimited supply of ion cubes now. Data artifacts. Alien building block. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts. There is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-wrapping constructs encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is weighing some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology or even the aliens themselves. Carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and is made from an unrecognizable natural fiber grown on an unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories may explain this similarity. 1. Aliens visited Earth prior to 4th century BC and influenced the development of ancient Chinese philosophy. 2. The concept of yin and yang is universal, since yin and yang describes the fundamental independency of seemingly opposite forces, may be necessary existential understanding in some form. All sufficiently developed civilizations, the tapering of two circles, union, and posed in infinitely small points, the finite, one logical way to represent this understanding, and it may have been developed independently by species other than humans. Alien statue. This artifact is unpowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. This pyramid resembles vines, sprawling upwards toward a warm blue stone located above it. It may represent a plant found on the alien's homeworld, a building of some religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Blade, an ancient earth blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples on the DNA match DNA as several separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient spaceborne civilization engaged in a serendipitous study of less developed species. Graphic projector. This device contains network apparatus, holographic projection unit. It was likely used to communicate as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to a remote location. Not appear to be any signs of other devices in range. Nanobots. Nanobots. And show some of the advanced nanobots inside the seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to ascertain their exact functions. It would, however, be unwise to release them. Organic matter particulator. This device contains highly unstable radioactive isotope likely to destroy all the organisms exposed to it while leaving physical structures intact. So it functioned perfectly as well as a weapon. It was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. A tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access alien facilities. Although its structure is less complex, it may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and thus was kept here as a form of legacy support. Tracking implant. The construct is emanating a high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates that it was once implanted inside one of the life forms indigenous to 4546b. Size suggesting the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may have also recorded biological data on the subject. However, this data cannot be retrieved. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 languages. The core of the device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages. The term CBHC Live appears many times in the device's data. Its import is unclear. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language and not work the other way around. That's a reference to. Alright. For this. I have a mighty need. I am curious.
Integrating new PDA data.
Project. According to translated data logs, an indigenous Leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which then inhibited the symptoms of the Krar bacterial infection and other indigenous life forms. The specimen was captured and contained a purpose-built habitat for further study. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environment needs, including one of the important interdependent flora and fauna via on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. Quarantine was still imposed on all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme to a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Thing park there for now. Continue here. Found preserved in a display case is likely a child of the adult specimen contained within this facility. Physiology. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Samples have been taken from the digestive tract. Analysis. It appears that the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for bacterium when the enzymes produced in the species' digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. Cell composition. The cell casing formed from thick layers of carbon composites suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. Cell casing incisions. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Analysis. Time pressure to develop bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open the egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Alright. Down into these robots. this one leads. Gotta stay hydrated. Speaking of, I'll take a drink while this happens. Familiar with this place. Be one of the side facilities. It might even be have a aggro me, but ooh. Can't be in here. Air in here.
It is your primary directive to
Push though. The Q zoom. Beta. Water. Fence. Games where jumping makes you move faster. Yeah, like it.
integrating new PDA data.
Station control. Water flowing into and from the primary containment facility is being automatically controlled, independently of other safeguards. Data on the water composition has also been reported. Inflow. Water is being drawn from different biomes around the surface of the planet. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganism and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. Most peepers are leaving the containment facility. Off-road pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are either carrying enzyme 42. Data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Specimen stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they have been purged of contents before entering the pipes. Specimen. Peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network. This may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since the arterial for the cure the entire time. Oh, pipe. Time no see. Peepers entering the containment facility. Pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. No signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Specimens are beginning to show signs of infection. And they come out without. Save here. Like he can be down there. Down there? Trying to kill ourselves, we don't have to. Here. Feels like a waste of space down here, though. We weren't really supposed to scan just from up top. Temptation is real. This hallway. Teleporter. Go. Other alien base that I'm actually interested in. Safe salad? Looks like the safe salad out here. Oh no, it's a mushroom. King. Go way down. Die your time. Probably wouldn't let you in if you found it. I should have ate some fish while I was out there. A bit hungry. Gotta check the other side. Other side, vocal. Recommend listening to Riverside if you've never listened to Riverside before. Prawn suit brings us some like low gravity, even when in a dry environment. Question is, are these portals different than the ones we've been? I mean, are they different than the those special locations that we need to find? The 3 special ones. Like we found the one. None of these lead to those, or are these we just haven't happened to stumble upon the one that we did find already? Above ground. It has the internal mushrooms and stuff like the above land places do. So assholes here. Bugs, they are assholes. Excuse me? Things keep getting into these. Is this the same one as before? I think it's the same one as before, maybe. The fish I wanted to grab. Spiders. May just be quick ways down and back from the surface. In case you need a way to get in here. Get to the end game here. Without having to go all the way back through the cave system. Problem is I'm not carrying a beacon with me. I guess I should be carrying a beacon with me and put it near one of these, huh? Next all 4 even. I have the materials for it at least. I always land on top of that thing. I don't think I'm supposed to, but I do it because I jump when I come in. Mine flooded. I thought we already went this way.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
I've seen many of these. I don't know what the hell.
Integrating new PDA data.
Terminal data, see Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate the species. Feeding and digestion. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, the species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Production. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that other like species on this planet. God, I'm getting mind flooded by that. Large ovary-like organs are carried in this creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach. Cavity breaking down food. It will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. The substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium and is present in the ecosystem today. Presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Health, which is the water network we found before. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen is captured by the researchers approximately 1,600 years. Oh, the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and scar tissue suggests that it lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. Assessment. While healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely any research subjects survived quarantine procedures. I think we know one's talking to us right now, so... What else we want to look at before we move on? Spidery dudes. Teleporter. Shoot. So. Far away from us. What's this one? Okay, that's where it is. Fire base. That's a different one. That other route that we didn't take. Our base was by the caustic river. It's not by this kind of river. I see habitat, wasn't it? Huh? Hold the phone. That's just the old one. Might be the old one. Or our above water base. High water base. Time for this episode, though. Decide while we're doing episodes here if I should make beacons and dump them off at each of those locations. I know how long it takes to go through these little sequences here, so that's why I'm thinking I shouldn't do that on camera because it would take forever. But I am considering doing that. Probably do that between videos. Hope you all enjoyed and have a good day.